Hi, Susie from Pink Diamond Guide. Who is ready for a twin flame update? I got to tell you, after that last reading that we posted, I have had so many messages come through regarding how this energy is relevant and that, people are feeling it intently. And some of you have already had that catalyst energy manifest, which is just amazing, right? That energy is already away, and we haven't even really hit that new moon energy. We're still, what are we today, the 21st, and we're tracking towards 24th here in Australia, so we're still a couple of days away from that new moon in Sagittarius, where we really will start to feel that there's going to be a shift and adjust, and that turbulent eclipse energy is really going to start to settle. So look, I'm not going to, like, the reading that I did last night really dove into those energies. So if you want to get more of an insight into what the energies are currently moving through, look at that previous reading. I'm just going to make this reading tonight. Let's just dive into the reading and see what the tarot has to tell us. Definitely we're feeling it, aren't we? I'm feeling so exuberant. I've just got this rush of energy that I go, tell me what's going on. Let me know, Spirit. And I feel like, see, these cards are a bit sticky given the energy. Let's give it. Where I live in Queensland, though, it's been a really hot day, and the energy, the air has been a little humid, and you can feel that heavy energy on you. And look, the cards are responding to the humidity as well. Righto. Shake them up a little bit. Let's get this energy moving. What have we got? Divine Feminine. Let's read from your perspective first. Then we'll dive into the energy of Divine Masculine. Then we'll do our little bridge that tells us what Divine Masculine is thinking about Divine Feminine. And we'll do some Divine Love Oracle. Ooh, look at this. The energy of the Fool. I told you I'm feeling exuberant. I'm not even kidding. Look at this. All right. So we've got the World, the Moon, the Fool. We've got the Five of Cups. And we've got the Hierophant. We have got the Nine of Pentacles. I'm not kidding about this exuberance. Look at that, the Fool and the Nine of Pentacles. This is going to be a good reading. So we've got the Five of Wands, the Hanged Man, the Nine of Wands, the Six of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. This Ace of Pentacles, it's been doing the rounds, right? There's a fresh new start that wants to birth. Look at this. Wheel of Fortune energy. This is 180 energy, where we come out of what has been a super turbulent cycle cosmically. There's been a lot going on, pushing against us all, trying to move us into the next level. Now, this push from underneath the deck, this is energy that's pushing up at us from underneath the deck, is it wants us to have these dramatic changes in life. And look, we have been talking since the 1111 portal, and on the, on out of the back of all that eclipse energy, is that it's the biggest energy shift of 2022. And look how this cycle plays out for Divine Feminine. The 180, the Wheel of Fortune, turning in your favor, wanting good things to come towards you. The Queen of Cups is going to get a fresh new start. And bloody hell, doesn't she deserve it, right? After what has been just a cracker of a year, just the ups and downs, the in-betweens. The Divine Feminine is going to be offered a fresh new start. To have that Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups hammered, like what do I say, squashed in between. I'm trying to find the right words, because I'm excited to see this energy. It's been a minute of this energy sort of wanting to birth and manifest. Now, the Queen of Cups really is the most love one human being can feel for another, and she actually has a very, very pure energy that she holds. If you imagine, we're looking at it as the Ace of Cups, right? In that cup, it is self-love, divine love, and love for other people. So whether it's love for our twin, love for our family, love for a soulmate, whatever that connection is representative for you, the Wheel of Fortune is going to turn a 180 from where you've been with regards to how you you hold the energy of love. And the Queen of Love is that pure love. The Queen of Love, the Queen of Cups. And she's getting a fresh new start in the 3D. So what does that look like for you? What does it look like, Divine Feminine? Where are you getting a fresh new opportunity? Where is your star starting to rise? I don't even know why I say that, because it's not the star that's there, but I feel like that's the energy. It's exuberant. It's buoyant. It feels like it wants to rise. Love starts to make sense on some level, and it starts to turn in your favor. And we're moving out of those depths into those big picture, broad ideals, and definitely feeling that 180 shift. What's the next level of energy coming up from the bottom of the deck? Look at that, I took 7 cards. Ooh, 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 ooh. I normally take energies in 3s, and here I've managed to take this energy in 4 cards. I'm going to say it's meant to be. Why? Because it happened. So let's have a look. The 6 of Cups and the 9 of Wands. So this could really represent somebody coming back from the past. It really could. And twin flames always love to hear that, right? Divine Feminine, my twin is coming back from the past. But what is this energy actually representing? If we just go the 6 of Cups and the Wounded Warrior and we didn't look a minute past that, we'd be going, oh, this is great after everything I've been through and all the hope that I continue to have, all the passion. The past comes back around, and even though I'm the Wounded Warrior, this is all very exciting because I'm going to get a fresh new start in love, and the Wheel of Fortune's turning in my favor. But we need to assess that energy properly, because here we've got the Hangman and we've got the 5 of Wands. So there is a delay, right? What is the delay? What are we looking at here with the Hangman? What is this pause on the energy? Friction points. Where are you having, what resistance are you still holding to your twin coming back around? Do you want your twin to come back around? Are you even sure that that's what you want? Because you've got friction points, and you're going to need to know what you want when they present. You're going to need to know what you're prepared to fight for. You need to know what you're prepared to let go of. And in that's a process only you can come to terms with, because the past is coming back around. Here it comes, right? 6 of Cups is your past rebirthing for another round of assessment. So this can feel like it really, puts you through the ringer. It can. But you have to understand how much fight you're willing to give. Our 5 of Wands is a friction energy. Are we going to use it to fight for the connection, or are we going to use it to fight against the connection? Do we want to block it? The Queen of Cups wants her fresh new start. Is it with twin? Is it with a soulmate? Is it with something completely different where you're just going, I don't want to be with anybody at all? Because we do have some very independent energy that wants to play out on this level. But what I'm suggesting is that you're going to have some big decisions to make. The push from the universe here, look, it wants to get you into this fresh new start. And these energies have been pretty consistent. The world has showed up more than once in readings I've been doing for twins lately. So this card is going, the universe wants, we're talking about big energy shifts for 2022. The universe wants you to graduate. It wants you to move out of the cycle that you've been in. We don't want to feel trapped. We don't want to feel out of luck. We don't want to feel like life isn't flowing. We want to feel like the world is at our feet. What's showing up is the moon. So we're probably being, this has still got some mysteries to play out. We still are not entirely at the point of having all of the energies reveal themselves. And I even said that in the introduction. We're not even at the Sagittarius new moon yet. And this energy is already starting to present. We're already starting to feel that more buoyant energy. And the world, can you get more big picture? We're looking at, when we're talking about big picture energies, it's turning the mirror outward instead of inward. We do so much work on ourselves all the time, Divine Feminine, and it has been a process that's been turning the mirror on ourselves and really looking at our own processes and what we have to do to move through these energies. Now, what I'm suggesting is that with the moon and the world side by side, and going, that if this is the moon traveling around the world and it's going, we are now in the energy of Sagittarius, the Fool becomes really interesting in that energy, because you've got the Fool in your soul space. So it's going, you will truly feel the push of the Sagittarius energy. We've got the Sun in Sagittarius, we've got the Moon, we've got Mercury, we've got Venus, we've got Saturn going direct, Jupiter going direct. We've got a bunch of reasons why the Fool would exist in your soul space right now. Because we're graduating from the energy of the world. Once we move, the way the major arcana works, there's 22 cards, 22 keys, 22 stations, however you want to represent them, that are major mysteries that we move through in the cycle of the major arcana. Arcana means mystery. These are the major universal forces that we move through. The world, 21, there's 22 cards, the Fool sits at 0. It's the 0 point. It's where we start afresh. It's where we begin again. So the universe is going, I want you to graduate out of your last cycle, knowing what you know, knowing what you know. The moon is all about the secrets, the things that aren't seen. You've got your feet in the water. You know what you know, Divine Feminine. The new moon comes around on the 24th of November, 23rd if you're in other places in the world, and it sets you free to move in the direction of your dreams, right? This is why it's really interesting to have the Jupiter going direct energy, because it actually goes direct right before the new moon in Sagittarius. Now, this is a really interesting cosmic setup, because what it's designed to do is amplify. Jupiter will amplify the energies of anything else that's going around. Now, it's moving into well, it's still in Pisces, it's just now going direct in Pisces. And we're going to be talking about things like inner connection, self-care, a positive mindset, and we're going to be tackling our dreams. This is going in the direction of our dreams, and it's a full Maycare journey. It's like we're trusting our feet. We know that if we keep walking up our path, we're not going to fall off the cliff. This is an empowered state, Divine Feminine, and I'm feeling it. My energy is so lifted today. I feel so much more upbeat than what I have done. This has been my energy up to this point, and a challenge. So maybe we'll have another round of feeling a level of sadness and regret. Is it difficult to put my twin flame connection on the shelf and move forward and just continue in the direction of my dreams? Yeah, it's hard. Does it make me want to cry at times? Yeah, it does. Have we got our backs to each other at the moment and we're not communicating in a healthy and positive way too? Right. This is a difficult energy to sit in, and we live in the same house. This is it, it's going, there's not a great deal of connection going on while we're in this space of separation. But what I'm choosing to do is to use it to become more wise. I'm going, all right, universe, I'm on the path of the fool. You want to graduate me out of, being in harmonious here? You want to put me in separation again? You want to make me feel this energy again? I'll feel it. I'll feel it to my toes. But you better have something to teach me in it. You better be making me wiser, stronger, better, sharper, more knowledgeable, more able to be the fool with what you want to teach me. Because the likely outcome is I'm moving more into the energy of Nine of Pentacles, which is strong, independent, self-sufficient energy. It says you don't have your union at your side at this point in time, but who cares? Not to be dismissive, sorry, I probably shouldn't have said it that way, but the fool just doesn't. To have the fool in the soul space is really that energy of just going, I'm on my way. I'm on my way to whatever comes next. And, is there sadness? Is it disappointing to have to put your connection back on the shelf? Yeah, it is. After coming so far down the track and having that level of harmonious union, is it difficult to put it back on the shelf? My oath it is. But I'm doing it. How's this playing out for you, Divine Feminine? What are you having to go, I'm okay that went wrong. I'm okay with being okay with a new plan, a new energy, a new process coming in, because I know I'm growing wiser, and I know this walk in independence is serving me. Oh, it's big energy, and I'm feeling it to my toes. But there's something in this energy that's making me feel excited. The word I want to say is exuberant. And even though I'm working as hard as I've been working, I've got lots of family commitments, lots of my day-to-day job in working for the hotline that I work for, and then I've got work I'm doing for my own, for Pink Diamond Guide, and just everything that's going on. Normally that amount of work would have me just wanting to tuck myself into bed, but I've got a different energy playing out. I feel like just go for it, just do it all, just make it all happen, and take every moment in, be strong, be independent, be exuberant, but know that sometimes this is going to catch in your throat. It's not always going to be easy. Rightio. Let's have a look at what we've got from the Divine Masculine perspective. What's going on the other side of the coin? What do we have? Let's have a look. Divine Masculine, let's go. Oh, true. Nine of Pentacles comes out too, so there's an independent energy there. Four of Cups comes out. We've got the Judgment card in the soul space. We've got the Two of Pentacles. We've got the Six of Pentacles. And we've got the likely outcome as being the Four of Wands again. My gosh, I feel like I've got magnets on my finger for this card. It's coming out so relentlessly. Radio, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I counted to 6 this time. Righto, there's definitely 6 cards, not 7 in this one. Look at this, the Moon comes out, the Three of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. So again, I'm going to lean back on the new moon energy that's coming out. We're that close to a new moon reading that to consistently get the moon energies kind of points me to that direction. And we've got some Wands energy, which is a fiery energy as well, because like Sagittarius is a fire-based energy, so that it would be natural to draw fire-based energies around that. Ooh, and it's lighting up my heart space even to talk about it. But this is the energy of your ships coming in under the new moon, and what is the likely scenario of your ships coming in? This is a bit of a windfall, isn't it? So it's like the Ten of Pentacles. The push from the universe right now, you're in the 9, but then underneath the deck, the push coming up from underneath the deck is that we've got the Ten of Pentacles. And you kind of consider, if you go, what do I mean, the energy coming up from underneath the deck? These energies kind of get bookended. Like there's not just one layer of energy. If the only energy that I read that was moving towards you was the Nine of Pentacles, and I didn't consider the pushes behind that, you wouldn't get the full story. There's a reason why in this top reading that it surmises the energy is the Nine of Pentacles. It's because what's happening underneath that is, again, we're calling the full moon, your ship's coming in, and you're having an abundance come towards you. The next layer of energy will have an effect, and it will be then affecting how those energies are read on the surface level. Energy doesn't just exist on that surface level, and if I stopped at the surface, you just wouldn't get any benefit out of reading. It's good to dig a little deeper. It's good to look to the astrology. It's good to look to the cosmos, and it's good to look at the forces that are pushing, and they might not necessarily turn into an energy that you act on, but they're definitely pushing against these influencing energies to give you more of a, like, energy doesn't just sit in one layer. It's coming at you and turning and shifting and flowing and moving all the time. So divine masculine under the new moon, your ships want to come in on the Ten of Pentacles, which is a power load of abundance. Inside of here, we've got this happy connection playing out. We have loyalty, we have wisdom, we have this feeling of wealth and security and structure. And the Ten of Pentacles is one of the most abundant energies in tarot. Like it is just gloriously feeling like you've got everything that you need. And to have this energy here too, it's like if you're looking out to the far horizon, the idea is that your ships are coming towards you. You've chosen a path and you're going to have energy moving towards you to bring you into a place. In this particular scenario, what's moving towards you? The Ten of Pentacles, which is a beautiful energy. The next layer of energy is you've got the Hermit, the Two of Cups, and you've got the Eight of Cups. I can definitely relate to how this energy is playing out in our scenario. We are definitely seeing this Hermit energy alive and well in between time is your soulmate connection, and this moving away to calmer waters. So there's definitely this feeling like there's a level of separateness, and recognizing that connections at this time are having degrees of separation play out, and where divine masculine is going, I don't know if I can move towards divine feminine at this point in time. I'm going to leave the light on. I'm going to see if anything's going to shift, change, grow, adjust. In between time, it's all about me. I'm just going to be hermiting or taking time out from anything that involves having to deal with a soulmate connection. The house we live in is big enough that we don't even have to see each other, and it's like that level of hermiting energy is definitely alive and well. And it does feel to me like divine masculine is moving away and managing and looking at what the other options are. That's playing out very definitely here in this scenario. So it feels like a determined energy that is wanting to evolve. The Hermit is positive though. Like, however divine masculine is going to come to conclusions about this energy, they're going to leave troubles behind and move towards a soulmate connection, or free will, they're going to leave troubles from the soulmate connection behind and move towards a different horizon. And again, we have this energy of the moon. So I would be expecting that the energy of the moon would be having a trigger of some degree. So the hermit energy, is it that you're coming out of hermit energy and you want to start to connect with the soulmate and you want to leave troubled waters behind, or is it the reverse? Because free will feels like a powerful force on this one, going, maybe it's I'm leaving the troubles of the connection behind and moving to a new horizon. Because why I say that is because here we've got the Nine of Pentacles, which is a very strong independent energy, and it is reflected with the Divine Feminine. So this would suggest degrees of separation while processes are being figured out. Divine Feminine's got energies of fresh new starts. Divine Masculine has got energies of fresh new starts. Is it that they're making a fresh new start together, understanding who they are as independent beings, or are they making fresh starts completely independent of each other? Free will's a powerful player there. What have we got showing up in the how they're showing up, how you'd see them if you bumped into them in the physical world? They're probably not going to pay a lot of attention to what you're doing. They're focusing in on what's playing out between them and their inner world. They could be dreaming, fantasizing, focusing on something that doesn't, it doesn't exist in the reality plane. They could be looking to manifest a new reality. Definitely that energy it feels like it's at play. They're not focusing on the three cups in front of them. They're going, what is it? And this energy does have a tinge. Like I want to say, there's some level of disappointment when they're going, I'm looking at my three cups and I'm feeling a level of disappointment. And in the soul space, I've talked about this before. It's like, being asleep and somebody blows the trumpet in your ear, and when you wake up, you don't necessarily feel happy about it. You feel groggy, you feel sleepy, you can even feel grumpy at times. But having that wake up call in your soul, once you're awake, it's really, really hard to get back to sleep. And as much as you might want to go back to sleep, it's really, really hard to get away from the wake up call that you've just had. What's in the challenge position for Divine Masculine is juggling. What are you juggling, Divine Masculine? Are you juggling ideas of staying or going? Are you juggling ideas of, are your ships coming in? Are they departing? What's happening? What ideals are you juggling? Because we should be starting to get to the point where you're starting to consider some bigger ideals, some big picture scenarios. What is it that you feel like is such a juggle that you can't get focus on the situation? And here I just keep leaning to this card, and I don't always read this card with this energy, but I'm feeling disappointment in this energy, or feeling like the situation that you're in, you haven't given it due justice, or you haven't given it due respect or appreciation. And it's like there's this feeling of disappointment, and the push, this independent push is going, yeah, I feel abundant, but I feel disappointed. It's like I can have all of these nine. Shoot, this is energy I've seen before for Divine Feminine, and I've normally read it this way. I can have my 9 pentacles, but my 10th is you, Divine Feminine, and you're now, Divine Feminine is moving away, pushing away, saying, I'm not in a position to, I'm not going to lay down my energy relentlessly for energy that's not coming back to me. The advice from Spirit is, Divine Masculine, you need to give. You need to balance out these scales. You can't keep juggling. Look at this, see? You can't keep juggling these pentacles and expect your scales to balance. You have to decide what's actually really important, and start to focus in on giving. This is advice. The advice is to give. What are they asking you to give to? To your connection, right? So, waking up and figuring out that your abundance lies with a twin flame connection. Here's our 1111 energy, and we know that this has been one of the biggest shift of the year, is under the 1111 portal. And who's sitting in that? A divine couple celebrating their union. And here, the generations who will follow them. Here is their security. Like, they found themselves in a 3D scenario, being happy and healthy. This wreath is loaded with abundance. But divine masculine, if that is your likely outcome, but the push from the universe is that you're going to be single and independent, and if you're going to continue to juggle, do I want to be single or do I want to be committed? The advice from spirit is going, you need to give, you need to balance this out, because you're awake now. This judgment call is not going to go away. You're awake now. You need to do something about it. So it's and look, this, I keep coming back to this energy of going to sit in disappointment doesn't resolve the scenario. Righto, let's have a look at our next layer of energy and go, if there was something divine masculine was going to say to divine feminine, let's make that the bridge today. If divine masculine wanted to say something to divine feminine, what would they say? Let's ask this question. If you could say something to divine feminine, what would you say? What's in that energy? Let's have a look. Radio. Page of Pentacles. And we've got the Four of Pentacles in reverse. We've got the Three of Pentacles in the soul space. Two of Cups in the challenge position. The Page of Swords as the advice. And the Ten of Swords as the likely outcome. Look, what would divine masculine say is, I don't know how to give to this connection right now. I'm trying really hard to learn about life. I'm trying really hard to do the right thing. I'm trying really hard. The universe is pushing me and pushing me and pushing me to learn how to do the right thing. And that every time I try to do the right thing, it just feels like I can't gather everything I need towards me. See this? Page, the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Now, if it was like this, it'd be, I'm gathering everything I need, but it feels like I'm losing everything. The energy is moving away from me. In the soul space, what I want to tell you is that I know who you are, and I know what this mission is all about. But I just can't pull this together at this point. This is energy escaping me, and I can't, while this energy is escaping me, I can't pull it together even if I know what the truth is. I've had this wake-up call. I know who you are, I know what we're about, but I just can't do it. My challenge is to actually acknowledge this connection. I can't. I know that I'm being advised to talk to you. Here's the messenger, the Page of Swords. I'm being told to talk to you. I'm being told to learn, to grow, to move forward. But I just can't pull this energy together to come forward. And now I'm left with 10 swords in my back because it is left unsaid, undone, unprocessed, unfinished. So I'm just going to sit here in my, where is it, in my hermit energy, wherever you are, over here. Look at him. Here I am as the hermit with the 10 swords in my back, and I'm not going to be able to do anything about it at this point. Spirit, look at this. The advice is that I should talk to you. The advice is that I should be able to communicate what's going on. But right now, I'm just going to focus on the 10 swords in my back and keep learning what I can, keep growing, keep moving, keep getting better. I'm a student. I'm a student of this. I'm a student of this process, and Spirit is guiding me as best they can. But as yet, I just can't gather everything I need to be able to talk to you. So I remain in the 10 of Swords. Look at that, being flat on your back with 10 swords in your back. Nobody wants that, right? And look at this little deer here. Look, I can't help but notice. And is that you, Divine Feminine? Just keeping an eye out, going, I hope you're okay over there. I hope you're okay. I can't get involved. That's your process. You got to work your way through it. But I'm still here. I still got you. I still see you. It's still like that deer is getting me as like a divine feminine energy that's still keeping guard, even though we're moving forward. We're moving in a different direction and not, a fresh start is bubbling for divine feminine, and whether it includes divine masculine or not, at this point in time, it doesn't look like divine masculine's got what it takes. And we are seeing catalyst energies come in to help divine feminine move her space forward. So whether that catalyst energy comes, look at the reading that I had yesterday, if you're not sure what I'm talking about, but this is kind of an extension from what I was reading yesterday. And I definitely feel that catalyst energy, and you guys have told me this, those who've reached out, that some of you have already had a new person come in, a soulmate. And then there's the big decision of going, do I pursue this energy with a soulmate, or am I meant to be sitting and waiting for my divine masculine? I'm going to say under this little window, and I don't know how long this window lasts, because these connections are meant to be coming online in the into the new year. That's the prediction, is that twin flame connections come online. That doesn't mean that every twin flame will be in physical union, but it does mean that you'll be holding the vibration high enough for the energy to be affecting the greater population. Now, if that requires a catalyst energy to come in the form of another soulmate, so be it. And divine feminine knows that now, is that they're allowed to feel love from another human being while they're going through the process of understanding their twin flame journey. Soulmates are here to they may walk with you a lifetime, they may not, but the point is they're showing up in this current energy, and you guys are letting me know that that energy is alive and well. Like, not everyone, it's not going to be a physical person for everybody, that catalyst, but by and large there's a lot of soulmate energy coming forward for divine feminine to ease her through the next chapter. So that can be confusing. I absolutely understand everything that's being said. The messages that I'm getting by and large is going, oh my God, what do I do? This lovely soulmate's come forward. Am I meant to be waiting for my twin flame? Am I meant to be pursuing a soulmate? I'm going, it's going to be different for every scenario. And, if you're in a situation where you're able to enjoy a soulmate, a connection while you're moving through your twin flame journey, who knows? It might last you a lifetime. I'm certainly not going to tell you to not embrace a soulmate while you're moving through this energy. I know that, the time I had with my husband when I was going through this, and he was a soulmate who come into my life who just, like, he was a beautiful human being, and I loved that time that I spent with him. And it wasn't there to last a lifetime. He left when he left, and that wasn't my doing. I didn't kick him out the door because Ricky was there. He left of his own accord, and then the connection came back online. So I'm never going to tell you not to bring soulmates into your life, because for me that was a very positive experience until it wasn't. Righto, let's have a look. For divine feminine, we've got sad again, and you did draw that in the first part of the reading. Divine masculine, you're at the bottom of the pool, and the puzzle comes out again. I don't know, like, how many times this card comes out in twin flame readings. It's almost like I've got magnets on my fingers for it. But look, this is, I'm not going to go overboard on this energy, because we've already drawn it and I've already talked about it. That being in separation with your twin will bring on energies of feeling sad. And even amongst this amazing exuberant energy that I've got playing out right now, I do have those moments where I'm in, it's conflict and desire. They play out, and the exploration of that is that Mars in retrograde energy. So feeling sad when you're feeling absolutely exuberant, and on the back of all of this turbulent eclipse season, it's an energy, and we've got to, when you feel sad, allow yourself to feel sad. Cry if you've got to cry, kick and scream and punch and do whatever that you've got to do. A pillow, not a person. But do what you got to do to get energy to move. And if this energy is rising for you, allow the moment to play out. If there's a feeling of going, I'm moving towards a soulmate and it actually makes me feel sad for my twin flame connection, acknowledge that. Acknowledge what it feels like to go, I'm going to allow another connection to stand up for me right now, and I'm going to embrace what it is to feel love with a soulmate. And I'm not bound by the twin flame doctrine, even though I am a twin flame on a soul ascension journey. I'm not bound by the doctrine, and that person in that body is not going to hold me bound to not being able to experience love on this physical plane if it presents for you. You have to explore those energies and exhaust them. If a soulmate's meant to come along, you're meant to walk with them. That happens. Reality's right 100% of the time. Allow the energy to take place. You know who you are. You know what you've been through. You know what you hold in your heart. That love connection can be put in a heart-shaped box and put up on the shelf. As difficult as it is, and as sad as it can make us at times, it's still okay to allow love of a different kind, a soulmate connection to come across your path. And this is the thing, is like I kind of talk about how when you come down here from the afterlife and you get on the bus, and the bus driver, he ticks the boxes and go, what did you come down here to learn? And you've come down here to learn every facet of being human, and evolve through it. that means that you are going to feel moments of sadness and stress. You're going to have your heart broken. You're going to be happy. You're going to be romance. You're going to feel it all. A twin flame soulmate ascension journey is designed to feel it all. So it's to have to put your connection on the shelf, knowing that it's perfectly safe while you explore another connection. It's perfectly part of the journey. If it's happening, it's meant to. Do not beat yourself up about, when you're in separation, having a soulmate connection come along. Okay, divine masculine at the bottom of the pool. What I love about this energy, like it looks like a very foreboding energy, but when you sink to the bottom of the pool, right, and you're going down and 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 down, and you're starting to feel the burn in your lungs, and you're going, I don't know if I'm going to make it through this. I don't know. It's like the water pressure gets heavier and heavier, and you're starting to run out of oxygen, starting to feel dizzy. And then all of a sudden, the divine appears, right? And says, you've got this. And bedrock appears under your feet. And with both feet, you push off from the bottom of the pool. It is only when you hit that bedrock at the bottom of the pool that you will be freed from that feeling of drowning. So sink, divine masculine, sink and sink and sink and sink and sink, because the divine will meet you at the bottom of the pool and they will help you push off with both feet. This is all part of what is meant to be playing out. Now, I don't know, divine feminine, if a soulmate coming into your life is what's going to sink divine masculine to the bottom of the pool, but it's starting to feel like it, like it's a catalyst energy that is, the more that you move away, or the more that you focus on an energy that's not all about your divine masculine, by default that energy is going to sink to the bottom of the pool, because you're always connected. There's not nothing in the nothing. What you do over here is going to be affecting your divine masculine over there by default. Look up the split particle experiment. It explains twin flames beautifully, and how there's you're always entangled. The energy is always entangled. So if you're moving away from the connection and you're moving towards something, even though it makes you sad, it can make you sad to move away from the connection. But on the opposite front, you're actually really open for that new energy to birth. You're ready to take a chance and a leap of faith if a soulmate connection, or this, when I say soulmate, you could have a catalyst of a different description. It could be a new job. It could be a new opportunity. It can manifest in a bunch of different ways. But the point is, it takes your attention out of the connection and then allows the divine masculine to sink to the bottom of the pool. The divine will meet them there. And when that bedrock gets underneath your feet, you can push off with both feet. But the puzzle is exactly that. It's going, all of these pieces need to come together perfectly, because we're not here by accident. We're here by design. And even if the puzzle pieces, look, you just go, I do not understand how these puzzle pieces come together right now. I want to tell you, you don't need to understand how the divine is going to put it all together. All you need to believe is that it will. And that everything that's coming across your path, again, I'll say a song I love that explains this puzzle energy is The Scientist by Coldplay. Listen to the lyrics. Come back to meet me, and let's go back to the start and figure it out. This is, when I say go back to the start of when you were created, where this energy was one and you're never not together. That connection is always safe. That energy is always safe, and you don't need to worry about that. So if you're in separation right now, it's because you're out of alignment with your connection, and there's something that needs to be worked through. The puzzle needs to be figured out. And if that means you have to turn your attention away, and if it's a soulmate or it's a catalyst of some description that takes all of your energy out of the connection, it's designed to sink the divine masculine to the bottom of the pool for the purpose of the puzzle. Big read, intense read. Lots going on in twin flame land, but divine feminine, I hope you're doing great. I hope you're enjoying this burst of energy as I am, even though it does have this undercurrent of taking us further and further away from where we thought we were headed. I do believe that this energy has an outcome that, we just got to trust the process, and that we're puzzle pieces being shifted. I'd say all the time, we're puppets of the cosmos, particularly when you sign up for a twin flame ascension journey. And if you keep surrendering into it and don't use your free will to, if you're not tapping out deliberately, you're doing the work and you're trying to understand the journey, and you still find yourself in separation, it's part of the puzzle. allow the pieces to be shifted and adjusted. Be that puppet of the cosmos, because we do have a big job to do. Righto. I'm going to wrap up that reading about there and say, in faith, hope, and love, it's bye from me for now.